Welcome to Dragons Dogma, the first Strand type game. Dragons Dogma 2 is coming out in a couple weeks, so if you've never played the original or need a reminder of what the fuck happened, that's what we're doing today, so buckle in. You start the game off as John Dogma running through the dead mines. Cut the head and or tail off this thing straight out of Full Metal Alchemist and you hear a voice calling to you.
Now choose, flee, or step forth.
Some French pops up on screen and a dragon named Gregory falls out of the sky.
You're French, I can hear it in your voice.
I'm not French.
Oh, that is so
No, I'm
French.
German.
Now you create your very own John Dogma. Starting the real game now, we're living in a humble fishing village, a dragon shows up, we get chest fucked by Gregory, the hungry man eats our heart, and somehow we're still alive besides the PTSD-induced dragon buddy living inside our head. You are in Arisen, chosen to challenge the dragon in the quest to regain your heart whilst also being granted what's basically immortality as you don't age and are immune to disease. Now that we've gained sentience, we head to the village gate. A lobotomized Todd Howard pops out of a wormhole. This is a pawn, a non-human creature with no individuality or willpower created by the Arisen with the sole purpose of following them around.
16 times the detail.
You hear that men are gathering at the camp to the north to ready themselves to face the dragon, so we make our way there. Upon arriving, you can acquaint yourself with the Pawn Legion, who'll promptly fuck you with an ogre as a test. You defeat it, take a nap, then snake. Whilst here, you'll also meet Mercedes. She informs you that we must set off across the mountains to deliver the Hydra's head to the Duke. Escort this fucking ox, then arrive at Grand Soren, then Mercedes will tell you to have a look around. Visit the pawn shop where Barnaby begs you to check out the Everfall, a hell pit below Grand Soren. After Mr. Bones' wild ride, we go to meet Sir Maximilian to start our worm hunts. These range from investigating secret societies to exploring abandoned ruins, but once we complete 2 of them, we catch a case and go to court. Get given this cool hat. Why is everyone laughing at me? I'd like the hat. Be knighted and gain the ability to take on royal orders from these pompous assholes. Your first order as a member of the Royal Knights is to help track down the Griffin. I don't know, a Witcher 3 joke probably. You track the Griffin, find some bait, do 1 health bar of damage and it fucks off. Now you need to chase it to the literal opposite corner of the map, so get ready for a hike. Google how to get to Blue Moon Tower, start walking through the bullshit windy area unless you're obese, and arrive at your destination. Chase the Griffin up the tower, watch your pawns fall to their death multiple times, then finally slay the Griffin and collect your rewards. Return to the castle, get extorted by some guards, and be given your next task, being a PI or some shit. Gather evidence, escort this asshole to the capital, then wait 4 in-game days for the trial. The outcome of the trial depends on what evidence you collect in your playthrough, but for me, capitalism reigns supreme and Fornival is declared innocent.
Not guilty.
Our reward for completing these royal orders? More. Next up, the Worm King's ring has been stolen whilst under heavy watch and Arnold wants us to find it. Speak to the castle residents and you'll find out it was probably some guy named Salamet because he's a dick or something. Track the dude down to a quarry, he calls you a toast, slap him around a bit and he runs like a bitch.
Toast of all Grand Soren.
Head back to town and Salamet must frequent the farmer's market because this random Apple Store cunt seems to know where he's gone. Anyway, we head to the Blue Moon Tower again to confront Salamander. Get Salamet to half HP, then he trips and falls off a cliff. Mission accomplished.
Talisman!
Take the ring back to Grand Soren and we've finished the task. There's another optional way of completing the quest where you hand in a counterfeit ring and you can keep the original, but we gotta go fast. Next, Arnold tells us Casca needs help, so of course we go running. Mercedes tells us some dude named Julian is lost and we need to go to the Windbluff Tower. You arrive at the tower to a coup and find that Julian has betrayed the king and joined Salvation. Mercedes and him talk some shit, then they duel. There's a few ways this can play out depending what you do, but I think canonically Mercedes gets proven to be bitch-made, Julian fucks off, and we go back to the castle to report. Arnold informs us of an injured man from afar at the Mountain Way Castle who wants to speak with us, and allegedly this is urgent, who knows why, he's got other shit to do apparently. After another lengthy hike, this goober runs up and tells us to return to Arnold with all haste, fucking cunt.
Arisen, urgent word from the capital, sir. You are to return to Aldous' side with all possible haste.
Return to Grand Soren and you see that it's getting fucked up by a cockatrice. Take a quarter of its health and it'll fuck off. You return to the Duke, he whines about being knocked out, then thanks you for saving the city again. Afterwards, Arnold tells you the Duke has taken notice of your deeds and wants you to lead an expedition far from Grand Soren. But first, he has a gift for you. Head to the Duke's Solea and he'll bring you to the kingdom's treasury where you can single-handedly drop the GDP of Grand Soren to 0. A guard comes in to inform the Duke that Salvation's leader has shown at the Great Wall and has taken captives. The Duke decides to pause our expedition and send us there to quell the threat. So off we go to the opposite corner of the map again. After a very long hike, we arrive at the wall and are greeted by 2 armored ogres. Kill the ogres, this asshole locks us in a room with a griffin until we kill it, reach the rooftop where Salvation's leader is waiting for you and beat up the 2 ghosts he summons. After defeating them, he summons Gregory, who promptly gives him the big squish in an effort to deliver you some exposition. He tells you the only thing that will save this world is his death and that you may face him when ready, cause yeah, he'll beat your ass. He also tells you to seek out the Dragon Forged. Gregory fucks off the building, collapses, and you fall down like some 80s action movie. Anyway, somehow we have universal knowledge of the Dragon Forged's exact location, so a quick Uber ride north and this cunt is giving us riddles.
Him who knows that I know what he seeks to know, knows it well.
Then the Dragon Forged shows up, a nice old man. You go into his crack den and he tells you to make for the Tainted Mountain beyond the Great Wall, and thus you walk the path of all Arisen. Head through the Great Wall, now we're back in the Dead Mines from the start of the game. Fight the Full Metal Alchemist Dogbot on Peds, and now finally we approach Gregory. He gives us some more exposition and tells us we have a choice. Kill him or sacrifice whichever NPC you did the most side quests for. If you choose to sacrifice your beloved, the dragon fucks off, you become the Duke of the Kingdom, and the game ends. So, thanks for watching, I guess. Just kidding, there's a bit more to go. If you do fight the dragon, you play some Temple Run with him for a bit, go flying, and then finally beat his ass. When Gregory dies, the whole world is sunk into Chinese smog, Satan's asshole opens up in Grand Soren, and all the people kept young as Arisen age to their rightful age. You bang whoever was at the final boss, probably the princess, watch some credits, then wake up in your hometown. It's GG. Or is it? You receive a quest for a warm welcome in Grand Soren, so you head over cause why not. The Duke wants to see you in his chamber, so you go in and oh my god, he's a fetus. You commit some elder abuse, then get bored and finish him off, get given a high treason charge, and dip out. You get cornered on the edge of Satan's anal cavity, and turns out he keeps a lot of birds in there. Get knocked in, fall eternally, grab a ledge eventually, and then get a new task to find some crack rocks. Once you collect 20 of that good rock, they're thrown in the pit to open a portal. Jump in and we arrive at the Seneschal's chamber. Meet God and he tells you that you can take his place if you beat his ass. He gives you the choice to go back to living in the Fishers village, but fuck that, we kill God. Kill everyone you've met and we find out the truth. God is Dragons Dogma. He reveals that everything that's happened so far in the story has been an elaborate test for you to choose the next god. He lets you kill him, which makes him quite happy. Now, we are God where we can sit in a chair or walk around. I'm serious. Thank God for YouTube though, because there's a little more. If you use an item called the God's Bane on yourself at this point, you'll fall through the clouds with your porn following. You wake up and now your porn is you. Master. What the fuck? And that is Dragons Dogma. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, follow my Twitch. Okay, bye.